Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. I did have a lot of people asking about a LossLess and if I can do a TA on it. So here goes. As some of you guys know, I don't really care too much about doing TA for LossLess anymore because I will be holding long term. This isn't something that I'm going to be constantly looking at because I do think LossLess already has proven itself with its tech. I think it's a great crypto to hold long term because of its use case. The fact that it's essentially insurance on crypto is absolutely insane to me, right? Like it's so simple. It's such a simple concept, and I think it's gonna be working for a super long time. So I'll do TA for you guys, but just know that for me, this is a long term hold. I don't care if it goes down back to like 88 cents, 135, goes up to $5. This is something that I think personally should be valued at around $1 billion. Um, and I more than likely will just hold this for a very long time. But as far as what I think can happen right now, I'm really only looking for the daily to close another bull trigger, or if we see some sort of resist or some sort of support back here at the 41 Stoke level. We do have easy support right here, right? Look, I'll show you guys. So you have easy support here, right? One, you got two back here, right? So I think the easy thing for me to do is just kind of wait it out and see what happens. I think you can still drop a little bit on the Stoke, but there's a chance that you might actually see support right here, like around this level. So I'm expecting maybe a little bit more of a drop from 61 to what, 44. So I can definitely see us going down to 135. Keep in mind that everything right now is still a little bit biased towards the bear side, apart from hitting the 50 MA on the 4 hours. So there's two things that can happen, right? So because it's hitting the 4 hour 50 MA, I definitely think that we can rebound to the high side, or we can drop down to two support to 135, or drop back down to trend, right? But what I'm thinking that can happen is you might see a nice bounce from the 50 MA on the 4 hour. Because on the 4 hour, that's usually what it does, right? It hits 50 MA and it bounces, hits 50 MA and it bounces. So I think generally on the 4 hour, it likes to do that, right? It likes to bounce on the 50 MA and then run from there. And I think that's possibly what's going to happen. So we'll do this, right? Just to keep like a nice little trigger. But I think for right now, I think I'm kind of I'm pretty bullish. I think it's gonna. I think what it might do is it might come up here. It might run back to like 212, 213. And the thing is, I actually sold about $1,000 of profit from LossLess. So you guys already know my LossLess went up to like, I think at peak like 25K. I'm not gonna be cashing it out, but I sold about $1,000 of profit from that, which is so a small portion, right? Like I don't know, like 5% or something. And I threw it into Haka, and I will be buying back into LossLess, but I'm waiting for Haka to run a little bit higher and also for Block to run a little bit higher, and then I can take profit and put it back into LossLess. So what I want to do is I want to see it actually, if it breaks, right? If it breaks relative highs of up here, if it breaks these relative highs of, well, if it breaks relative highs right here, right? If it breaks $1.93, it's going back to like $2.20-ish cents. I'll tell you guys that right now. And if it breaks that, it's going back to previous all-time highs. And I think it's more than likely gonna happen. I can definitely see it happen, especially after, creating bottoms on the Stoke. But again, we gotta wait to see. I think the main trigger for me is us actually creating another bull trigger on the reverse MACD, which is what happened back here. Right back here, created that little bull trigger on October-ish 13, 14, and you saw that massive run to the upside. And I think we're definitely going to do that again, but we got to give it maybe, it's barely starting to show signs of weakness. So I don't know. I'd say maybe by the end of this month, we might see another push to the upside on LossLess. But I think for now, I'm just kind of waiting it out. Not really expecting too much out of LossLess, apart from just kind of sideways trading or downward trading. If we do move up, that's fantastic. But as of right now, I'm really only waiting for the daily to close bullish to actually see another really big move to the upside. So right now, just kind of hanging out with LossLess. I think short term, it's probably going to keep going sideways, maybe. Probably trade within this range of like 157 and like 220-ish. It might just trade sideways from there. But if 224-ish to that 224-ish area gets broken, I think we're gonna see we're gonna go back and retest these all-time highs of like 270-ish, 265. So I think I'm definitely bullish overall on LossLess just because I think the project's done extremely well already. Um, Short term though, expect possible sideways trading or a jump to like 214 from right here. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.